Alright, hey guys, Bormac here again, this time at 10 p.m. because I didn't realize that this video was broken too. What fun. What fun it is to have to re-record something yet again because it just keeps breaking. This game is giving me so much trouble. Anyway, I'm just going to go over quickly, like I did in the next video, which I recorded hours earlier. This is becoming so disjointed for me. Well, I'm just going to summarize what I did because I don't feel like playing through stuff that I've already passed. You guys might have seen this, and, you know, the first 20 minutes or so are fine, but after that, the sound just desyncs horrendously, and it's like I'm commenting on a game that isn't even happening. So, first thing I did was this. I left because I was sick of that place. Actually, I explored the bottom floor, but it's a bunch of dead ends, basically. I will show you the clue, but first I want to do this bit that I did first. First, I want to do the thing I did first. Let me just try to do things in order because I just have what I did in my head. Okay. Give me this unidentified armor. And I think you are holding, yeah, you're holding a couple of things too. We got this identified. Horrible cursed armor. That'll kill people. Poison resist -100, poison and fatigue damage over time. This small arcane plate mail. I wound up keeping one of these on the off chance I got a small character in my party. Then there's a ring of protection, which I gave to Paramin. Don't equip this. Do not equip that. Good boy. You can equip that, though. And you can't equip this because it's the wrong size. Then I took this, and it kept teleporting to the wrong inventory space, apparently. And I wondered, why the heck am I carrying a Toronto newspaper? Though getting away from that's going to be futile, because the moment I move, someone's going to pick it up because my party members are kleptomaniacs. And then I went to identify this armor. Yes, arcane plate mail. And Virgil gets it. And he equips it. Because he knows good armor when he sees it. That, it's time to sell a bunch of stuff, because we no longer need them. Virgil? Oh no, he's right there, he took the other way. This got confused. Man, I want to go to bed. But my dedication is thus that I will keep myself up to re-record this nonsense. I can't believe that happened. I thought only the first video screwed up, but no, apparently it wasn't nearly done screwing up. Give me this. Stuff, go in inventory where I put. Thank you. And I put these junk items in there because they are junk. Don't need that. And the horribly rare book, also into the junk pile. That I no longer need. That is useless to me, because it's a flipping newspaper. This crap Virgil keeps picking up. Roots and leaves and whatnot. He's got this fascination with plants, I guess. Go away. Hope I remember to throw away the Blade of Xerxes. Trash all this stuff because none of it is useful anymore. And if it becomes useful, well, I suppose it'll still be here in the trash can when we come back. As far as I know, stuff doesn't despawn from trash cans. And then it was time to sell a bunch of crap. Trade with me. He doesn't want that or that, but he'll take these. Okay, get rid of this. Oh, I didn't identify that, so it was not worth, well, suffice to say, identified that thing is worth 2,000 gold, but I'm not saving this, so it doesn't really matter. Kept that, Virgil was upgraded, and for some reason he's still encumbered. I don't know. Virgil, why are you encumbered? Can you wear gloves, Warhamon? Yes, you can. Then take that. I don't care. I have to remember that he can wear gloves. Anyway, after I did that, it was time to return to the sewers because I still hadn't gotten to that tomb. Man, today was just a train wreck recording. I can't believe all the trouble I've had. First, Arcanum crashed, and I tried to fix recording number 2. So, just want to show you what happens when you mess with a door that says blah blah blah, do not go through this door if you don't know the secret word. Basically. This door looks to be carved from a single block of stone. Letters carved into its surface read not no more than times 3. No more times than 3 if ye not have the key. But we can't have the key and we can't know the password unless... We can't have this until later, which means this is kind of redundant. So we get attacked by these guys. Oh no, storm soldiers! Big whoop. They're tough, but, I mean, not tough enough. So, yeah, that door's a bust. I have no idea how you'd know the password at this point when you get it later in this same plot line. That word is truth, by the way, but you don't get to, you know, manually enter that. You have to find it, and you find it later. That is inside this frickin' tomb that we're going to. The password for the locked door is inside the room the door is locking. How about that? So through some roundabout fashion, you're supposed to know that this is the way you're supposed to go to get inside the tomb. Your only hint to this, other than the hole in the wall, which I apparently didn't notice my first time here. Of course, I didn't notice that last time. It kind of blends in with all the other stuff. This is your hint. There's a staircase here. That's it. There is a staircase here. So, upstairs, and we're at the tomb. Look, a passage. It's a trapdoor, which goes back down here. And the door still won't open from this side. So, inside, skull from the tomb of Nasrudin, which isn't a big deal, it's this. Yes, I pointed this out in the next video, which is old at this point. Mostly this. That's a bigger clue than the words. Well, the words are very important. Anyway, I took the long way out, but I'm curious what happens if I go out this door. Oh, the door's just locked. Oh, well, I guess I have to take the long way out. So if I unlock that door, then those guys will attack me, and I'll be sad. There's the passage. It looks exactly the same as the tiles around it. So, I hope you paid attention to that shape on the ground. We've seen something that looked like that in passing. We didn't actually go there, but we were in the location. Saw it on the map. Which is the best way to see it, to get the shape of it down, I think. A broken ring. It's not that far away. You remember Roseboro, right? And Stonehenge? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Sorry about that. It's late, and I have things going on that don't involve recording. I have paused them just so I can, do this. Because I don't want to upload a broken episode. So we're going to haul this skull back here so we can spend a while talking to these two. I've returned from the crypt. Retrieved the skull and made some interesting observations. Becoming too noble, warm blood. I follow not the likes of you, but you're never going to leave. Of course, here's the skull. Simon, we will be the first to lay eyes upon Nasrudin in more than 2,000 years. Things we will know. Wait. Hold on a moment. What's this? What's wrong? This is the very skull from the sarcophagus of the burial chamber. Are you sure? I'm positive. What's the matter? Skull? It's not elven. It's human skull. How is this possible? This is impossible. There were some other strange things about what I saw. Something was drawn in blood on the inside of the sarcophagus, and apparently, despite being ages old, it's still there. Drawn in blood? Tell him the story. I don't know what that symbolizes, nor why it would be there. The word sounds like ancient Panarum, an ancient language used by early church elders. It has been used in centuries, but Gunther Wilhelm is an expert and would know what it means. If it said, oh my god, they buried him alive. So he was also missing his right finger. Oh no, it couldn't. What are you talking about? The objects I have here is the finger of Manox right there. There's a legend associated with it. It's never known if the finger was actually that of the great saint. It would seem that it might very well be. Seeing the body in the sarcophagus is Manox? God. Why would they have buried him in the tomb of Nasrudin? What are we gonna do? I have no idea this discovery. I'm speechless. 2,000 years, and no one even bothered to check. What fools have we been? Listen, my friend, I reckon you go speak to Gunther about this. Find out what the message says. I can be of no further use. I'll get to the bottom of this. Perhaps this was a stone better left unturned, my friend. It's not every day one's faced with the negation of his belief. I'm sorry. And now he won't talk to us. So we talked to this guy. I discovered some things about the remains of Nasrudin. Tell him of the remains. I see. This is very interesting. I, too, have recently discovered something which might make sense of this, but tell me, my friend, your interest in this matter is solely out of archaeological... I'm too tired to pronounce that word. Archaeological. That's better. Your motivations seem to go deeper. You're correct. You tell me you're the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr blimp crash. Yep. I was wondering when you were going to tell me. I've been looking for you for a long time now. The rumors abound, and we'd heard you might come calling. I'm so very glad you decided to put your trust in me. As am I, Gunther. Now, what do you make of this mystery? Seems the proverbial wool has been pulled over our eyes, but for what reason? I suppose it could be that the early church elders believed that an ascension story might strengthen the people's beliefs, but at the cost of another man's life? Very difficult to believe. But I have found something which may confirm that those remains are false. What did you find? There was something else. The blood message. I have no idea what the broken ring represents, Stonehenge. But the two words are written in Old Panarum, a dead language that was once used by elders of the church. The first word means mirror, or opposite, and the second word means truth. This is very important in the next recording, which is like the previous recording at this point. As for the meaning of the whole message, I'm at a loss. I think we can assume that Manax is trying to tell us something. And what did you find? Remember I told you I was working on those older translations? I found another message. From it that is inconsistent with the Arcanum we have read today. Have you heard the passage where it talks about the final resting place of Nasrudin? Alexander told me. Well, today's Arcanum reads, Nasrudin traveled to the southernmost tip of the land and there laid himself to rest. The copy I've been translating says almost the exact same thing except for one slight difference. It reads, Nasrudin crossed the waters and traveled to the southernmost tip of the land. I don't think that Nasrudin was buried here in Caledon. We have always assumed that the scriptures are speaking of the mainland, and of course, when the remains were found, no one ever bothered to look again. So where are his remains? The southernmost tip of any land in Arcanum is the Isle of Thanatos, to the south of here. Oh, southeast. That is where you should go next. I might ask you for a favor if you have the time before you leave. Perhaps you could cover the truth behind St. Manax. There are men here who would be interested in finding the responsible party, and I do that in the next recording, which is the previous recording. Actually, the second to previous recording, because this is the first in 3 that I did today. Except it's the last in 3, which is like the 5th because I've had to re-record so much. I'm blaming this all on the fact that Arcanum crashed hard and I had to force reboot the computer. I've seen the inside of Nasrudin's crypt. Through the skull, it's human, not elven. Grave news. Obviously the remains are fake. If you find out what all this means, return to me. Is there anything else? I have made some observations concerning the crypt and the remains. When you tell him of Manax, you can see that he's just barely controlling his rage. I see. If you find out what all this means, return to me. If indeed my the blood of Manax was spilled out for some darker plot, you can be assured there will be retribution. I swear it by my life. Yes. See, my friend. Your path no longer lies with us, but if you have the time, perhaps you could look into the message that was written on the inside of the crypt. Return to me if you find what it means, and I do. Thank you, and good luck. So that pretty much summarizes what happened, except much faster. Basically, after that, I went to here and did some derping around. And this is all so fractured because of just the bug errors I was getting today. I'm glad I recorded that extra NES crud just to sort of make up for it, but yeah, you see, the ring, the broken circle, That's what the blood carving was, or the blood drawing was. Well, I'm gonna get to editing this and hopefully uploading it before tomorrow, I guess. I'll see you guys then for whatever game it is I'm recording tomorrow. I'm tired. I can't believe I can't remember it. I'm still thinking Kirby, but I know I stopped that. Whatever. Don't save the game, whatever you do. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys later, alright? You all take care.